Thank you all for coming out tonight. So excited that you would rather do this than spend time with your families during the holiday season. I'm so excited, especially since my family is not here. They couldn't get tickets. So y'all are very lucky that you get to have this much FaceTime with me. It's going to be great. I thought that since this was a holiday showcase, I would dress up. Steven, our host, actually earlier this evening told me that I look like a Hallmark movie rom-com character. That is, frankly, a step up from what I usually look like, which is Nancy Drew's slutty sister. So I consider this to be an upgrade. I did actually bring mistletoe with me. It's in my purse upstairs. So hopefully this will pan out well for me tonight. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. No, I am a fan of the holiday season, and I don't just mean the white girl holiday seasons, okay? I don't just mean like Christmas, spooky season, hot girl summer, you know, the typical white girl ones. I'm a fan of all the holiday seasons, and I'll tell you a story that proves this point. So I went to the first Bulls game during Black History Month this past year. That was really fun, and they celebrated it in kind of a weird way. They had us all stand, and they said, in honor of Black History Month, please rise for the Black National Anthem. Do y'all know what the Black National Anthem is? No? Head shakes among the white people in the crowd. That's fine. Lift every voice and sing, exactly. It's a beautiful song. It's lift every voice and sing. So they said, everyone please stand for the Black National Anthem. Lift every voice and sing. And then afterwards, this is where it gets kind of weird, they say, now please continue standing for the regular national anthem. Which I thought was strange, but it did get me thinking, you know, like, do they do that for all of the heritage months? Probably. And if so, what do they do for all of the songs for the other heritage months? You know, like, for Women's History Month, do they say, please stand for the Women's National Anthem? All too well, the 10-minute Taylor's version. And then please continue standing for the regular men's national anthem. One full episode of the Andrew Tate podcast. I'm glad you laughed at that tag. I got that tag from my dad. I don't know what's more upsetting, the fact that I am getting tags from my father or the fact that my dad listens to the Andrew Tate podcast. Either one of those could be equally as bad. I don't know. I get a lot from my dad. I get my sense of humor from my dad. I get a lot of gifts from my dad, not just during the Christmas time, but since it is holiday season, I think we'll talk about that. Do y'all have siblings? Any of y'all have siblings? Okay. So let's say the birthday party. That's you guys, right? Do you think that you are your parents' favorite child?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you think? Okay, so there's debate here. How do you think you are your parents' favorite child? Like, what makes you think that?
We've been told.
You've been told? Okay. Pretty overt. Pretty overt. I appreciate that. I can appreciate the forthrightness. I thought for the longest time that I was my parents' favorite child. And there's plenty of evidence that would support this assertion, right? Like, I'm the only sibling who lives in Chicago. I spend a lot of time with my parents. I have never been arrested. I have never been arrested a second time. You know, plenty of reasons that would make it so that I would be a perfect example of a favorite child. And yet, this Christmas proved otherwise. And I'm not saying that, like, the amount of money that you spend on your child has any indication of, like, how much you love them. But in this case, with my dad specifically, it does. It absolutely does. So my brother, for context, the one who's been arrested twice, he works in commercial real estate sales, which means that he works 100% on commission. He does not make a salary, unlike me, who makes a lot of money. Again, favorite child, right? And so for Christmas this year, he gave my brother a check, $1,000 check to help pay his rent, because my brother doesn't make any money. Such a nice gift, such a thoughtful gift. He supports my brother's dreams, right? And for Christmas this year, my dad gave me a pen. A nice pen. Too expensive of a pen, a $400 pen, but as this woman is whispering to her friend right here in front of me, that pen implies that when my father is old and past, he anticipates that I will have to write checks to my younger brother. So I guess I better learn cursive. That joke's actually old. He gave me this pen for my father's birthday. This year for Christmas, he gave me ink for the pen, and I don't know how to tell him that I lost the pen almost immediately. Maybe that's why I'm not the favorite child, because I lost the pen. I don't know. I also learned how to be a bully from my dad. That was great. That was a good lesson for me to learn from him. It's, especially growing up like in the social media age, like I definitely have a lot of experience with cyberbullying, mostly as a perpetrator. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe it's a tweed dress, but like I definitely give off middle school mean girl vibes. Still do. I get it. I respect it. But it's, being a woman in comedy now means that I do get some like troll comments. And the problem that I have with them is that they are so boring. Like, please get more creative. There is no way that you can hurt my feelings more than I do every single day when I look in the mirror. If you want to make me feel bad about myself, you're gonna have to get specific. You can pull out an old classic that my dad likes to tell me, which is, you have ugly elbows for a white girl. Which is hurtful, both because it is true, and because I am not white. I am 1/4 Mexican, which counts, okay? It counts. 1/4 on my dad's side, which is part of the reason why it's so offensive. I'll tell you one story about being Mexican and then I'll leave from here. But growing up in Connecticut, being Mexican, I obviously was not subject to any sort of like negative comments about being Mexican, except when girls I went to high school with would tell me about going to Mexico for spring break. They would say, Courtney, if you ever go to Mexico, be careful about drinking the water because of Montezuma's Revenge. We know what Montezuma's Revenge is, right? Yes, yes. So for those of you who are uninitiated, Montezuma's Revenge is when they tell you not to drink the water because the bacteria could give you digestive issues. But it was always from these girls who would then proceed to post pictures of themselves on Instagram double fisting frozen margaritas. Which is funny because like the water is also made of ice, so is it the water that's the problem, or is it the fact that this is the first time you're eating seasoned food in your life, Karen? Because if we're being honest, there's really only one ice us Mexicans need to be concerned about. My name is Courtney Zelazny. Thank you so much.